Welcome to my channel, you all beautiful souls, coming to the heart of nature for one and only one thing, to talk about the nature of ourselves and to address the question, who am I? Those who are listening to this video, I ask you the question, who are you? Who are you really? Oftentimes, we go through life distracted by our thoughts, distracted by a desire to make money, oftentimes even distracted by a necessity to make money, a necessity to look after others, and that's all beautiful, that's all part and parcel of life. But has any of you ever asked yourself the question, who am I? Why would I even ask the question, who am I? Do I have extra time? I could make money, or I could go to see my family, and that's all beautiful things. We need to see our family, we have to eat, we have to make money, we have to do our job, we have to take a responsibility for our own health. But when do we stop and think, stop and ponder, stop and contemplate, who am I? The next step in humanity, for the evolution of humanity, the next step for the progress of science, for the progress of the planet, will only come when a significant minority of people have contemplated and lived the implication of the knowledge of who we are. So the first step in the process of asking ourselves the question, who am I? We have to address who we are not. And through a process of negation, we can strip away the unnecessary clothing that we are wearing, the unnecessary extra layers that we have put on the top of ourselves. The first step towards knowing ourselves is to recognize that we are not our thoughts. If you go through your life thinking about many things, that's normal. That's part and parcel of being a human. But recognize that you are not your thoughts. Because when you inquire into the nature of yourself, you are aware of your thoughts. But if you were your thoughts, a thought cannot be aware of other thoughts. A thought is merely a mental object, floating in the sea of awareness. So when I'm aware of my thoughts, I am not my thoughts. There is something behind my thoughts, namely the awareness. And so is the same thing with our feelings. When we feel sad, happy, angry, joyful, love, we are not even our feelings, because we are the one who is experiencing, who is observing, who is knowing the feelings. I am aware of sadness. I am aware of joy. I am aware of anger. So we are not our thoughts, we are not our feelings. And the materialists in our society today, they insist that the brain and the body is the location for the true self. But if we stay true to the evidence which we provided, if you're a true empiricist, like David Hume was, like the English empiricist, if we are truly empiricist, and if you're truly empirical, and truly honest with what experience is providing us, what life is providing us, not what scientists tell us, we have to admit that the physical body also is within our awareness. The physical body, just like our thoughts, just like our feelings, is an object within awareness. I am aware of my physical body. But can the physical body be aware of me? Can my hands be aware of me? Can my brain be aware of me? You may think, of course, your brain is aware of you. That's how you experience life. But if you're truly honest, truly open to the evidence that experience is providing you, I, as awareness, am aware of my brain and aware of my body. My body is not aware of me. The last layer, the last stage that I can strip away is awareness. And why is it the last stage? Why? Because in order for something to observe something else, it has to be aware. There cannot be anything prior to awareness. Because in order to claim that something exists prior to awareness, there must be something that's aware of it. Otherwise, how do we know that that thing exists prior to awareness? But something can exist prior to the brain, something can exist prior to our body, namely awareness. You can test this in your own experience, but instead of applying scientific criteria to the objective world, we apply scientific criteria to the subjective world, to the world of experience, which is first and foremost what we are provided with. Don't believe things that you read in a textbook. Don't even believe your teacher. Believe life. Don't even believe life. Experience life and inquire into the nature of experience. What is it about experience that's so special? Well, experience is immediately in front of you. You can inquire into experience and directly test all of these truths, if they are truths. So test this. Am I the body? I am aware of my body. My body is not aware of me. Am I my thoughts? I am aware of my thoughts. So awareness perceives the thoughts. Awareness perceives the body. So am I my personality? Am I my character? I, as Ali-Reza or Midvar, have a certain way of being, a certain trait, a certain kinds of behavior that I manifest in my life, how I behave towards others. Is that me? Is that really me? Well, your character, your personality is always in a process of change. You're never the same person every day. Of course, you have a flow of character traits which may continue from day to day, from year to year, from decade to decade. Well, we have to be honest. Our personality, our character traits is subject to change. And even I can become aware of my character traits. I can become aware of my personality. So I, as awareness, am aware of my personality. So now that we have stripped away our thoughts, our feelings, our body, our character, our personality, what is left is pure, naked awareness. Pure, naked awareness within which we experience life. My teacher, my great teacher, Rupert Spira, often uses the analogy that everything that we experience, mental and physical objects, are like the movie that is appearing in a screen. The movie is our bodies, our thoughts. The physical world is part of the movie, part of that which is observed. But where is the observer? Where is the awareness? Where is the eyes? Not the physical eyes, but the real eyes, which is observing the phenomena of life. Fortunately, awareness is not outside of experience, is not something abstract. is something immediate. Don't think about awareness. Go to the experience of being aware. Find a screen within your movie of life. This screen is not a physical screen. Don't look for frames. There is no frame here. There is just pure, naked awareness. Do not be fooled by the word awareness and try to think of a concept awareness. Go directly to the experience of being aware. And just like we can shine the light of awareness on a tree, on the sea, we can shine the light of awareness on our physical body. We can shine our light of awareness of our thoughts. And by that I mean we can become aware of objects, of thoughts, of our emotions. And we direct our emotion, we direct our attention and awareness towards these objects. Similarly, we can direct awareness towards itself. And now, instead of attention looking to find an object, we sink back our attention into its source, pure, naked awareness. And when we sink our attention back to its source of awareness, we become aware of awareness. There is nothing there, just presence and awareness. Don't try to find an object. Don't try to find yourself as this ultimate cosmic consciousness, as this extraordinary being, as this extraordinary state of mind, this extraordinary bliss and joy. Because even bliss and joy is not primary. The 0 point state, the highest state, which Jesus accessed, which the highest masters accessed, that the highest masters accessed, the Buddha, Christ, and all of the prophets who've ever lived, who had an enlightened nature, who had an awareness of their true nature. They accessed the 0 point state. And that's the state of being aware of awareness, being aware of my being. I'm not just being aware of my being, but living life, always aware of who we are, always in contact with our true self. Even bliss, even joy is an experience. And there is something more fundamental to joy, more fundamental to happiness. And that's awareness. Because I become aware of happiness. I become aware of joy. Joy is a dance of awareness. Happiness is a dance of awareness. Emotions are feelings. Even the experience of love is a dance of naked, pure awareness. So to go to the highest state, which is the meaning of Christ, which is the meaning of God, is to be in the 0 point state. The 0 point because it doesn't have any length, any width, any height, any dimension. It's not even hyperdimensional. It's beyond dimensionality. It's beyond measure. And the only thing in your own experience which you can test, which you can verify, which has no dimension, no length, no width, no height, no depth, no dimensionality, is awareness. That is the most fundamental thing about you. And when you look into the nature of yourself, when you inquire into the nature of yourself, there is infinite power there, infinite joy, infinite bliss within your true nature. You do not need to work hard to become joyful. You can just tap into your joyful nature. And that is our birthright, to know who we are truly and to be who we are in day-to-day life. And the more you inquire into the nature of awareness, you realize awareness is not located within the body. Test this in your own experience. Where is awareness? I cannot locate awareness. Again, it doesn't have any dimension. Awareness is everywhere, as I can experience it right now. It is not within my body. My body is within awareness. But awareness is everywhere, all around me. All around. I can imagine the Red Sea. I can imagine the Amazon jungle. And with my imagination, I stretch my awareness beyond my local place where I am located. So awareness and imagination is infinite. It doesn't have a boundary. If you go to the experience of being aware and just feel in your being the nature of awareness, you can never perceive a boundary, like an edge, like where it ends. The tree which I observe has an end. This is the end of the leaf. It has a boundary. But awareness is all around. I cannot even say it is here or there. It is everywhere. So when we go into contact with our true self, we become aware of awareness. But then when we look at the physical world, we don't forget our true nature. That even the nature of this physical world is the same as the nature of me, awareness. And there's only one awareness, not many. If you take a selfie of your own awareness, it is pure, naked, empty, present and aware. Infinite, without boundary, boundless. If you compare your awareness to mine, it will be identical. Something that has zero dimension. Something that is infinite. There cannot be two of those things. Maybe you can say there can be two things that has no dimension. Fine. But there cannot be two things that's both infinite, zero dimensional, and everywhere. My awareness is not here. My awareness is all around. Your awareness is not in your body, it's all around. So when we look at life, we remind ourselves, we recognize that my true nature is awareness, and then from that understanding we shine our light, we shine our being on the physical world. So the true nature of the physical world is revealed as the same as us, pure, naked awareness, whose nature is peace and joy. Peace as it doesn't move. It is not agitated. It doesn't begin and it doesn't end. And joy, because when awareness shines its light on itself, there is an innate expression of joy which takes place when awareness recognizes itself. So beautiful souls, thank you for coming back to my channel, listening to me. Sorry I've been away for a few months. I had a lot of trials to go through, and glory to our true nature. I am coming out stronger, better, and more committed to creating videos, more committed to speak the truth as much as I can. And remember, nothing I say is absolute truth. This is the way that I have learned to express this truth. And I hope you find your own unique way of finding this truth. Thank you.